Hey everybody, it's Gail, and I am here to show you this fabulous bright yellow top. So this is fingering weight yarn. This is Hobby Black Cotton, Black Friday cotton yarn. Obviously, it's not black cotton. And it is the 8/4. I know that those numbers matter if you're like weaving, but they don't really mean much to me. But it's 8/4. So this was made in fingering weight yarn. You have a front, you have a back, they match, and then you do a little bit of trim on the collars, the cuffs, and the hem, and then you have a lovely, airy, nice piece that's great for layering. I've been wearing it. I'm filming this in mid-February, so I've been wearing it in the winter. It's been great for in my office when I need just a little more warmth on top of however other mini layers I'm wearing. But also it's going to be a great summer top because I can just pop a bra and throw this on, out I go. It's great. It's its own air conditioning. So this pattern comes to us from Goiso Yarn Company. It is a Japanese yarn company. I made a pair of slippers a while back that I made a video about that are from the same company. They have an immense pattern archive that they stopped updating in like 2020. But I mean, it's thousands of patterns, and it's knitting and crochet. They have them labeled. I will link down below so that you can go and lose time to finding a bunch of free patterns because they're all free. The other thing though is that they are all charts. So if you don't like charts, this ain't going to be your bag. Japanese patterns in general are charted with some basic instructions, and that's just how it works. I love it because it means that Japanese patterns are understandable, even though I don't read or speak Japanese. I can just follow the chart and look up yarn names and figure out yarn weights that way, and make the stuff that I like. Now the patterns, the written part of the patterns for these. For this one and all the other patterns in that archive are English. I will be linking to the English translations. So all of the details that sometimes I have to figure out on my own are available very clearly on the pattern, which is great. So this is made in fingering weight yarn, as I mentioned. The pattern says use a 3mm hook. I popped up to a 3.5 because Asian sizing is smaller than US sizing. And the measurement for like what my back should, like my cross back measurement, according to the pattern, is smaller than my back is. And so I was like, you know what? I bet if I just go up 0.5 millimeter, it's going to give me the exact same vibe, and it's going to fit, and it's going to be great. And I was right. Now it is a little more open work because it is a 3.5 instead of a 3. So if you want the version as it's shown on the pattern where the stitches are a little more closed, you're just going to need to do a little bit of math. They have a breakdown of the stitch repeat. They tell you how many stitches per inch. Bust out the multiplication tables and go to town. I believe in you. This is a 2-row pattern repeat. It's a lot of multiple stitches in one stitch. That's part of what gives it its fan look. That's part of what makes it so open work. You're going to do a lot of picot stitch, which I love hate picot, but I really do love it in here because it makes like these little see, there's one, it makes these little sort of buds as part of the pattern, which I really like. Yeah, it also has one of my favorite sleeve joins if you're working on something that's unstructured as this is, which is that on one side, you just work off the end of the row and you chain 42 to start that sleeve. But then over here, you attach an extra bit of yarn and you chain 42 so that when you turn and start working the sleeves, you get to work all the way across from the beginning. And it's just one of my favorite ways to add sleeves because it's very simple. I learned it originally from some vintage patterns. It was more common to see in vintage patterns that you would do that to start the other sleeve. And it just makes it great because then you don't have to go back and do a second sleeve. You can do both sleeves at once. Big fan. There's always something, isn't there? The last thing I would mention about this pattern is that when you are working with Japanese patterns, turning chains are not included in the starting change number. So this is mentioned on the pattern itself. They always put this on the pattern, which I very much appreciate. But I'm also saying it because, believe you me, I have plenty of times started a charted pattern from Japan and been like, they don't put the turning chain on the chains. They don't put the turning, and then I forget and I blow my stitch number and I can't figure out why nothing works. I didn't do it this time though. I'm very proud of myself. I think I finally broke that unintentional habit. But yeah, so summer fun, bright yellow, make it in any color you want. I don't care. I do care. I want you to have fun. I want it to be something you like and that you want to wear. You just may not be a fan of yellow. All right, I will. I'll give you a break from all of that. As always, if you enjoy what I do here, please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. If you're a long-time viewer, this last part's going to be a little different because I have changed my update schedule as of this video. Rather than updating every 10 days as I have been doing, I will be updating the first 3 Fridays of every month. So you'll get everything a little bit sooner, but there will be an entire week or a little more where you don't see me. So it might be a 10-day update at the end of the month, depending on where numbers land. Ooh. Anyway, I think I'm hilarious. Yeah, so that's the update schedule. This is the project. I'll see you when I see you.